Sounds good. All right, YouTube, Murderkiss back here, bringing you guys a video on this LX Lexus. This is their top of the line SUV. As you can see, it's huge. Basically like a Land Cruiser, but the Toyota Land Cruiser, but just nicer. And here's a view of the exterior. Let's get straight into the car. And you are greeted with a stepping thing because it's pretty high off the ground. And I'll show you guys the interior. I mean, this thing is absolutely just baller. Honestly, I'd compare this. It's not the size of a G-Wagon, but I'd say like it's almost as nice as one. As you can see, you get all these controls on, like, I guess if you're going off-roading. I have the suspension in comfort mode, which is really cool. And it's just like, whoa. This car surprised me a lot when I first got into it. The gas mileage, I will say, is not the best. I mean, I have 3/4 of a tank, and I'm only at 180 miles per gallon. Or 180 miles range. Now let me adjust my seat. Visibility in this thing is, very good. And let's get straight into it. Let's get out of this parking lot. And driving this thing, it is so smooth. I mean, it is just like butter. Like fresh butter. That's how smooth this car feels. Suspension, you don't, kind of relating back to the LS. If you have not checked my video, I have a video on some LS cars. This car definitely takes some, they share some characteristics with the suspension. I mean, it is just so plush. And I also have it in comfort. So I'm assuming I have it, having the suspension in comfort definitely helps. I mean, you don't feel any of these bumps at all. It just kind of rolls through. And that V8, I mean, that thing feels very healthy. Also, I will say the interior, I believe this is an 08, I believe, maybe 2012. But the interior, is aged pretty decently in my opinion. Still looks very nice. I love the wooden steering wheel, and as you can see, you can basically drive with your pinky. I mean, this thing is just very luxurious. If you can drive a big truck with your pinky, I mean, something's right. But other than that, like I was saying, the visibility is huge. I mean, the side mirrors are like the size of my head. You're really gonna, see everything around you. Let me adjust I think that's the left one. Easy to adjust. And I mean, if you're in the market for one of these cars, gas mileage is not a concern for you, clearly, because I mean, I'm pretty sure these are pretty expensive. I mean, they're definitely, MSRP on one of these are definitely like 60,000 probably even more. Because this is their top of the line SUV model that they offer at Lexus. And I'm just giving it some gas, and man, that V8 just, it's there the whole way. But in this video, I'll be getting on the highway, give you a little tour of like the street driving as well. Driving on the street, I mean, it's just, I feel like this is bigger than the Suburban in front of me. Just to give you like a grasp of how large this vehicle is. Kind of takes up the whole lane. Let's see if they'll let me over. I'm good. But yeah, I mean, like the interior of this car is super nice. I have the heated seats on. It has heated and cooled seats, as well as a handbrake, which I find very nice. I prefer the handbrake over, using your foot. as it like the emergency brake, because a lot of the Lexus cars will be on your foot. The newer ones are all automatic, but on these older ones I've noticed that it's all on the foot area. Air conditioning feels really good. Let me actually turn it on. I don't even think it's on. Put it on auto. Oh, and there it goes. You can hear it running. Navigation, you know, screen definitely looks outdated. There's no CarPlay, but I'd imagine you could probably modify that to add CarPlay. I'm seeing on a lot of these older Lexuses, there's like things you can add on to make it have CarPlay with the same head unit still in the vehicle. But I'm excited to get on the highway. I've just been driving it on the street, so we're gonna see how it feels on the highway very soon. This is the turn up here. But other than that, I love the exterior styling. I think it looks very, you know, prestigious and very like your presence is known in this car, just because of how, you know, how big it is. It's an LX model. It's top of the line. And then here's the highway. As you can see, I have very good visibility. Brakes are good. Oof, a lot of body roll. This is not a sports car. Honestly, it almost felt like it was gonna tip over right there. That's how much body roll this thing has. Because I mean, it's a very boxy shape. But now we're gonna get on the highway, really get to hear that V8. Sounds good. Definitely adequate acceleration. I mean, now that I'm on the highway, I mean, this thing just feels like just a beast. I think we only hit 70 there, but like I was saying, I mean, this car is just very, very, very nice. You know, now that I'm, you know, at about 70, I believe. Yep, 70. I mean, this thing is just, it's quiet. The cabin is very quiet. Got all these controls for off-roading. I'm not gonna off-road in this car in this video, but if you're in the market and you wanna go off-roading, or maybe even if the conditions are bad, I'm assuming that helps with it. Tons of options right there. Tons of storage in this car as well. I mean, you could probably pack, like if you're going on a vacation for like a week, you could pack everything you need, plus the dog. I mean, this thing, that's how roomy this car feels. But other than that, guys, I mean, what else can I talk about? I mean, I like the gauge system. I like the older style with all the dials. You know, being in the newer ones, it's all electronic. It's nice to see analog dials for sure. You have, I believe, yep, oil temp, battery gauge, your fuel. And this thing also has parking assist as well as blind spot monitoring, or maybe no blind spot monitoring in this car. But other than that, this car is very, very tidy, very, very, you know, luxurious. Sound system is, you know, spot on as well. And I'm pretty sure they still make the LX model. Toyota or Lexus, basically the same thing. They still make the LX model cars. So if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to my channel for more content. Emergicus is out. Peace.